What's up, you guys? So today I'm back with another video, and I want to give you kind of a behind the scenes look at exactly how I scaled my freelance writing business to 5K a month in just 4 months. Let me start at the beginning, or a little before the beginning. Just about 2 years ago, I was sitting at a full-time job that I hated. It was a toxic work environment, and it was just so stressful that I started to literally get health issues, including a stress, eye twitch. It was not a good look. For all those reasons and more, I knew I needed to get out. And when I discovered freelance writing as a career possibility, I was ready to make that happen. But like a lot of people, I wasn't sure about the right time to do it, but all that changed when I got fired from my full-time job. So at that point, I didn't have a choice. I had to make shit happen for my business, or I wasn't gonna have any money. Now, before we go any further, there's a few things I want you to know. I don't have a bunch of formal writing experience. I didn't have a huge network I could use to land clients when I started out, and I sure as hell didn't have a degree. I'm a 3-time college dropout, so I'm the epitome of a failure by society's terms, and I still made this work. So I'm not saying that to pat myself on the back. I'm saying it so that you know, even if you feel like you're a failure or you're somewhere in life that you don't want to be at, or you feel like you're stuck in a really shitty situation, you can take action and do something like this and change your life and grow a freelance writing business. So I want to help you out with that, and that's what I'm going to do in today's video, because I'm going to walk you through a month-by-month breakdown of exactly what I did to scale my business quickly. Let's get started. Okay, so in April of 2015, I got fired from my full-time job, and my husband's work contract ended the same day. Lucky us, right? Less than a week before this, I just found out that I had an early stage skin cancer on my leg. So I'm very, very fortunate that it hadn't progressed or anything like that, but it did add to the stress of the situation, both from the standpoint of worrying about my health and worrying about how to pay for all these medical bills that I knew that I was going to have. So the rest of April, after I got fired, I mostly spent just kind of dealing with that health anxiety and dealing with this huge life transition from getting fired to trying to grow my own business. But I did do some work. I did kind of the mindset work I needed to do, getting in the mindset that I was going to treat this like a business and not treat it like, I'm a desperate freelancer wanting work from anyone who will give it to me. So I got my mind right, and I picked a profitable freelance writing niche. I decided that I was going to specialize in IT and technology content. So I started building out a website for myself that I knew would position my niche expertise in that industry. So on that note, picking a niche is really important. If you haven't heard of that word before, it just means your area of specialty. So you're a finance writer as opposed to a regular freelance writer, or you're a B2B healthcare writer as opposed to a general freelance writer. That's really important, and it's something you need to figure out early in your career if you want to scale quickly. Seriously, you need to do this. Picking a high-paying freelance writing niche, a good niche at first, is what allowed me to grow my business quickly. So do everything you can, do some research, and make sure that you're doing your best to pick a profitable freelance writing niche starting out. Alright, so moving on to May. May of 2015 was a big month for me. I had my melanoma removed from my leg, and all the margins came back clear, so that was a huge weight lifted off my shoulders. I was feeling a lot less anxious and a lot more focused on what I needed to do to grow my business. So I landed a total of 3 freelance writing clients this month. One of those came from the Pro Blogger job board, which is a job board, obviously, on the Pro Blogger website. And most of the clients there look for freelance bloggers. That is one of the main job boards I used starting out. I didn't do Upwork. I didn't do a bunch of other bidding sites and content mills and stuff like that. I had made up my mind I was going to only use high-paying job boards, and that I wasn't going to rely on those even as a sole source of income. So that's important to note if you want to grow your business fast. You got to treat it like a business and not get yourself in these situations where you're bidding for work or setting yourself up to be in an employee-employer relationship rather than a business owner to business owner relationship. The other 2 clients I landed this month were a result of my cold emailing. Now, if you're not familiar with cold emailing, it pretty much just means you send a very personalized and very targeted email that introduces you and your services and how you can help to a business person in your target client's industry. So, for example, for me, I was writing in the IT and technology industry, so I was sending cold emails to IT and technology clients only. That was my super focused niche marketing strategy, and that is key to landing clients with cold emailing. You don't need to be a generalist emailing anyone and everyone. You need to be focused on a specific niche and only cold emailing target clients in that niche. That is what I did. I set a goal of sending 20 to 25 cold emails a day. And the first day I ever did it, I sent 17 out, and 2 of those converted to high-paying clients, so hundreds of dollars for each client. After this happened, I was like a cold emailing machine. Before I did it, I didn't think it was going to be successful. It was hard for me to believe, as someone who was new to freelance writing and had just been fired, that this could actually work for me. I was cold emailing like CEOs and marketing managers, and I just felt like a total fraud and totally insecure about it. But I just sat down and said, like, fuck it, I'm gonna just do it anyway, why not? And it actually worked, and it paid off big time as one of the most successful marketing methods for me as a new freelance writer. So I was really excited about it. I mean, I had heard good things about cold emailing, but to see it actually work for me, it just felt like a miracle. And I felt like I had discovered the key to finding high-paying clients without using Upwork and content mills and all those horrible things where you get paid like a penny per word for 1,000 words. That's just bullshit, and you don't have to do it, okay? Try cold emailing. I have a free resource in the description box below, and it is a downloadable guide that will teach you the exact cold emailing strategy I use starting out in depth. So pick that up if you want to try cold emailing for yourself. Again, it's in the description box below, and it is a free downloadable guide. So moving on to June of 2015, I made over $1,500 this month, and I could not believe that. It was crazy to me that I was able to make this much working from home as a freelance writer, doing something I actually wanted to be doing, with no asshole boss standing over my shoulder and no toxic work environment and office politics and all those horrible things that come hand in hand with most 9-to-5 jobs. I landed one of my biggest clients this month, and they came again from the Pro Blogger job board, and it was an agency who was outsourcing some blog post writing to me. So blog post writing is a really good source of consistent income, because typically when a client wants blog posts, they're not just wanting like a one and done situation. They want X amount per week or X amount per month. So that's a good clientele to go after if you want to feel more secure about having consistent income. I got another big client this month from LinkedIn, and it wasn't even from actively pitching or whatever on LinkedIn. It was just someone who came across my profile, saw my writing, and liked it, and then he reached out to me and hired me. With LinkedIn, you want to be sure to have keywords related to your niche in your profile. If you're a dental freelance writer, have that in your headline and in your summary. Same with any niche, finance, IT, mental health, whatever you do, you need to have those keywords in your profile, because high-paying clients are using LinkedIn like a search engine, and they're not searching for a general freelance writer, they're searching for a freelance writer in their specific industry. Seriously, you've got to do this. It is such an easy win when it comes to landing clients, because you just fill out your profile once and you will gradually start attracting clients. In June, I also found some clients using cold emailing, again, one of my favorite marketing strategies. I was still just like a cold emailing machine. I loved it because I had gotten to a point where I felt like I really had a good grasp on good subject line writing and how to write a pitch that would get a response instead of getting deleted. All that good stuff that made me feel really confident that I could sustain my business and continue growing it. July of 2015 was a big month for me. I made about $3,100 this month from freelance writing, and I was super excited because this was like more than I had been making at my previous full-time job. So this happened mostly because one of my clients started giving me more frequent work. But then I had another client, a new client, find me on LinkedIn because she was searching for a specific keyword on LinkedIn, and I was the person who popped up. Again, do not underestimate the power of optimizing your LinkedIn profile. You gotta do it if you want to land freelance writing clients on LinkedIn. Alright, we made it to August. August of 2015 was a huge month for me. I made over $5,300 this month as a freelance writer. So I landed 2 new clients this month. One of them found me via my freelance writer website. I had optimized it for SEO, and I was starting to get more inquiries because my SEO was starting to kick in. Another client I landed from the ProBlogger job board again. So that was another high-paying client that I added to my client list. And at this point, I had shifted my niche a little bit to writing mostly B2B or business-to-business blog posts as opposed to just IT and technology related stuff. So I was pretty overworked at this point. Not gonna act like I was sitting on the beach drinking a Corona. That is not realistic, and that's not what happened. But it taught me a lot, and soon after that I raised my rates, and I've gradually raised my rates over time since then to the point where I could make more working less. And I've gotten paid up to and beyond $400 for a single blog post, and I made over $8,000 in a single month freelance writing. Again, I'm not trying to brag about my income or throw how much money I've made in your face. I just want you to know that even if you're a fuck up like me who dropped out of college multiple times, made all kinds of horrible mistakes in life and their career, you can make a change and you can grow a business, and it doesn't have to take a long time if you use the right marketing strategy and you sit down and do the work. I'm not going to act like it's the easiest thing you'll ever do, but it's also probably not as hard as you think. So that's how I grew my business. Hopefully this video gives you some takeaways you can use to start marketing yourself and put yourself out there and win high-paying clients without feeling like you gotta resort to content mills and horrible bidding sites like Upwork. If you want even more help growing a freelance writing business, I have a free course that will teach you even more in depth how I scale my business to $5,000 a month in 4 months. This course goes deep on how to pick a profitable niche that will allow you to win high-paying clients, how to set up a website that sells your services, how to market yourself online, actionable stuff you can take and use to win clients. Not just a bunch of fluffy bullshit that isn't going to help you grow your career. This is advice you can take and implement and start winning high-paying clients with. So if you want to start freelance writing and you want to turn it into your career, I want to encourage you to sign up for the course. Again, it's free, it is actionable, it has tons and tons of stuff that if you implement it can help you win high-paying clients. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please hit the thumbs up button below, give me a like, show me a little love, and if you want to see more videos on freelance writing and creative entrepreneurship in general, go ahead and subscribe to my channel because that's what I'm all about. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.